Hey everybody, happy Friday and welcome to Wade's Weekly Update. I, of course, am Wade Byers, the helpful mortgage man here with First Community Mortgage in the Mt Juliet, Middle Tennessee area. Hope everyone had a great, productive, and successful week. This week we are moving on to part 2 of Wade's 5 easy steps to a purchase pre-qualification. Step 2 is to complete a full loan application. So when you're doing your loan application, be as thorough as you can and make sure you fill out as much of that information as you have. The main parts of the loan application are going to be your personal information, income, assets, and liabilities. So these main parts of the application, they're going to ask for your legal name, social security number, date of birth, a 2-year address history, and a 2-year employment history. And of course, what your monthly income is. You'll also be asked, how much you have in liquid assets or in retirement accounts, just any kind of assets you might have. So you always want to disclose as much of that as possible. All of that information, assuming that you give the authorization to do so, will be used to pull your credit. Keep in mind the lender that pulls your credit is required to give you your credit scores. Typically, they will do that through a specific disclosure that gets sent out through the mail, but they're required to tell you what your credit scores are. So your credit report will actually give us a list of current liabilities that we need to consider when we're looking at your loan file, and how much you can qualify for and what you can qualify for. So we will also need to consider any kind of debts that you do not have shown up on your credit report. For instance, child support, alimony that you pay, any kind of private loans, basically anything that's a debt that you have that's not showing on your credit report. We still need to know about that. When you are counting income, be sure to only consider income that can be fully documented with, of course, either tax returns, W-2s, pay stubs. It needs to be able to be fully documented. So when you're considering income, if you wish to, you can also consider alimony or child support as part of that income if you are receiving that, and it can be documented. However, you don't have to disclose that. If you're not interested in using that as part of the income for your loan, you do not have to disclose that to us. That's just in case you want to use that additional income to see what you can qualify for. When considering your assets, when you're considering your assets, always please consider all assets you have and let your loan officer know exactly how many, exactly what you have as far as assets. Oftentimes these can be used as reserve requirements for a loan, or they can also be used as a compensating factor to make your loan file just look a little bit better. So with the information you provide along with your credit report, I can determine how much you will likely qualify for, or if you qualify at all, and for what type of loan program might best fit your particular situation. So that's really the gist of filling out the loan application. The main thing I want to get across to you is please put as much information in that loan application as you can to give us the best idea of how to try to get your loan approved. And that's really it for this week. If you have any questions, of course, please give me a shout. I look forward to next week's video. We will cover step number 3, which is providing the documentation to prove the information that you put into that application. So, as always, if there's anything I can do to help, give me a shout at 615-335-3356. Shoot me a text, give me a call, whatever I can do to help. I'm here to help you. So, thanks a lot. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.